to your diary session.
Thank you, Rebella.
How are you today?
I'm a bit tense today.
Tell Big Brother why.
There's actually a lot that's been happening that I'm only just starting to piece together, and I wish I didn't have to do it, but it's what I'm currently facing now. And then the influx of information, everything just coming to me is kind of getting to me, but it's not in a bad way. I'm just really careful, and I think maybe that's where the issue is.
Be more specific.
Everything is all muddled up in my head, so narrowing it down would be like a cobweb. Yesterday, there's a bit of a situation that happened. It wasn't anything major, but it was kind of major to me. The food from the list we bought came in yesterday, and like quite a number of food got missing. When I came out in the morning and I asked for food, they told me it was gone. And for some weird reason, it really agitated me, but I was able to reel myself in. A few seconds later, I remembered that the last time I was in the house, I got triggered in the third week. So, and this is also the third week in the house. So I'm starting to think, is the third week my threshold? Are things in the house going to trigger me again? So I will let off, because I really do not want to have any negative or bad time in the house. So I think I'm working extra hard just to have fun and enjoy the experience. But at the same time, I think that's dampening me going through the experience. Something happened last week Friday when we were having the games in the garden. Fraud and Mercy, when the games were about to start, because I kind of helped Neil with it. So Fraud and Mercy made a comment about me. They said they noticed that I'm happier this time around, and I said yes. That this season is definitely different from my season. It's more fun, and I'm interacting with more people. Doing was that she made a comment, and then she said it's still early, give him time. That statement has been replaying in my head since I heard it up until yesterday, since the triggering thing happened. And I really don't know. To be honest, I don't know why she would say that, but that's been getting to me. Then I think on Saturday and Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, before the live eviction show, some housemates said, 3 or 4 housemates came to meet me, and they said, before they came into the house, people on their team told them to stay away from me, that I have some form of bad or negative energy around me. I didn't get why people already had that mindset or impression about me. Then, Princess and Venita myself, Princess and Venita sat together on Sunday during the show. And Princess kept on hammering on the fact that Venita needed to be careful being around me, and she needed to do time to do like a background research on me, just to know who I was before. So there's just been a lot of different things happening, and I'm just trying to piece it together. Even I think I'm not pulling my weight as far as the task and the arena games are concerned, because I really just want to have as much fun and just experience the show and the positive vibe this time around. It's essentially the same thing I said to Ebuka when I was on the stage. But now, and for some weird reason, I've actually not been involved in a lot of the conversations going on. Apparently there are alliances and conspiracies and groups happening, and people are plotting and scheming. But every now and then I hear the information, and the way my brain works, I kind of piece things together. Now, I'm relaxing more and I'm piecing things together, and it's not looking good. I'm not worried. to be very, which is weird. You just putting all the pieces together and then just gathering all this information is just, it made me feel tense yesterday and today. And I really don't want this situation whereby something in the house would happen. I want to say I will slip up, or I will have a regular human reaction to a situation that triggers me or annoys me, and almost immediately the one thing that I've been dealing with the past year would come back to life, and I'll have to deal with that again. I really came into the house in a very good space, and my fear now is something can just happen, and then it will tip me off the scale, and I will go back. So yeah, just that tension. Also, just because of most of the things going on, I cannot particularly talk about most of the things that happen in my season. There are times when I would feel the need to let out, but I can't because it's really something I'm trying to move past. But at the same time, I know that there are times where I'm just like, you know what, whatever, and I just say, okay, this happened, but also because of the situation that's happening around, and also some people from my season are here, I can't particularly talk, so I'm just bottling a lot inside. All this put together has led up to built-in tension. For now.
You say that, but it looks like Bad Boy Dex is out to play today.
Oh, definitely, Bad Boy Dex is out to play. That's why I said it's
An
not
outfit with hugs and kisses, gold bracelets, and a gold necklace. Adekunle,
Yes, big brother.
you look lovely today.
Thank you, big brother.
So what do you intend to do about the tension?
To be very honest, I just wanted to talk to big brother about it. I'm really trying not to repeat mistakes that I made in the house last year, sharing some of my problems with housemates, because apparently it can be misinterpreted or it can be led, can be misconstrued. So I just wanted to talk it out with big brother, just let it out, because I think the major issue is because I haven't actually said it out. At least maybe saying it out would help me put the pieces together, or at least release some of it. But then at the same time, I would also be more intentional, and I'll watch it. My mistake last year was I wasn't prepared for most of the things that happened, and I just rode the wave. This time around, I am trying to be more prepared and just be more careful. So yeah.
And how do you perceive yourself?
How do I perceive myself? I think I'm a pretty chilled guy. I actually think I'm a pretty chilled guy. I really don't like trouble. Whenever there seems to be a situation happening, so I just move away. Like, it's too much, what's the word I'm looking for now? It's too much headache for me. This experience is only for 2 months, and I know how just moving the wrong way, how it can affect you for the remainder, many months afterwards. So I'm just trying to be in a safe space mentally, and just moving away from most of the madness that happens in the house. And it's funny because I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, myself and some housemates were having this conversation. And I just said most people that will be seeing me now they'll find it difficult to marry the two.
Adekunle,
Yes, big brother.
the question was not how others perceive you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you perceive yourself?
I think I'm a chilled guy. I think I'm a chilled guy. I think I can be funny. Which is weird. I never thought I was a funny guy. But I think I can be funny. But yes, I think I'm a pretty chilled guy.
You do have your moments.
But yeah, I think I'm a chilled guy. I would describe myself in that word. At the same time, I would also use bad boy decks. Charming, positive, optimistic, flirty. Unfortunately, it's like I cannot flirt with people anymore. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Which most people find it hard to believe, but yeah, I'm a nice guy.
So why are you worried about moving the wrong way?
But I'm human. Anything can happen. The people are moving with game plan and strategy, and at some point I did think most of the conversations I was hearing was to trigger me. Yeah, I did think it was to trigger me, and I smiled. Yesterday, someone took my perfume from my locker. It made no sense. They took it from my locker, and I found it in another person's locker. And I kept on going around saying, return it if you took it and everything, but nobody said anything. So yes, I think maybe because of the past experience of the narrative going on around, people are trying to incite me. Yeah, that's actually where all this thinking and all the tension is coming from. So maybe there's a trap someone or people are trying to set, and I'm really not trying to fall into it, because look, what I'm not going to lie to you, as much as I am chill, it is a wrong thing that somebody would do. And I'm just be like, you know what, enough of this. And I think there's more of that. I'm not really a confrontational guy, but I'm being more assertive this time around. I'm not going to let anything slide. If I can see rubbish and it doesn't stick with me, I'm going to call it out almost immediately. I'm more of that this time around. So I don't want to fall into anybody's trap.
And do you think the pent-up emotions you refuse to release might lead to an outburst?
It is possible, Big Brother. It is possible. Yesterday was very shocking to me. I did not expect that, a slight conversation about food being finished would get to me that much. I mean, I caught my hands vibrating moments afterwards. So yes, it is possible. I really do need I need to be able to let out the emotion, the tension.
Do not wait till the emotions reach boiling points before you release them. Feel free to speak to people before you get angry. Do you understand?
Yes, Big Brother.
What do you think of your new head of house?
I like Ike. I think Ike is one of the few people in the house I'll call my guy. I don't think we don't have as serious conversations. I don't know why. We do have conversations, but I think we're dancing around yet. But I think he's a pretty cool guy. The thing we did yesterday we had a nice touch to it. I liked it. In as much as people see him as an unserious person, I like that they also take him seriously, which is also a good thing. I think he just needs to find the balance, and yeah, I actually like Ike.
And what do you think of Big Brother's parrot?
And now I was suspecting the parrot from the diary earlier. I like it, and I really like it. I just wish the parrot to speak more. The first time the parrot spoke, I was like, that's cool. Most of you that are whispering and talking a bit will hear everything you have to say. And I think it's even very more refreshing for me, because I even like it. At least I'm not worried that I'm saying anything bad behind anybody's back. The parrots can release my tape. I mean, I don't even mind. So I think that's why it's even more fun for me. Yeah, I really like it. It would sway the balance in the house a bit. It's that the mirror and the eye thing at the base of the parrot. That's the one I haven't figured out yet, and I'm trying to figure it out. the highlight for me would be if that mirror doesn't mean anything and then it's just a distraction. But yes, um, it's a good power. It's a good experiment in the house. I like it.
And would you like to discuss anything else with Big Brother?
Yes, my brother. I wanted to ask if times where I want to let loose, I can come and have a conversation with Big Brother. Maybe just log my experience, just have like a one-on-one conversation, just run through at the end of the day of maybe what my day was like or what my week has been like, just so I do not have a human reaction and explode.
And if you use Big Brother as a crutch, how would you learn to walk by yourself?
I'm guessing baby steps, Big Brother, one step at a time. I think also because most of the things that happen very early on. This is week 3. Maybe if I get into week 4, I get into week 5, the tension might ease off. Because my PTSD is still week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, up until we merged in level up. Everything was pretty choked up for me. So maybe that's why I'm where I am now. So I guess maybe baby steps.
Adekunle,
Yes, big brother.
do not live in the past. Enjoy the present.
Okay, big brother.
What happened to Bad Boy Dex?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, big brother.
So what do you intend to do?
What I did, bro? Everybody's giving me bad advice. Okay, I'll take it. Okay. I don't know, we learn every day. Before I came into the house, I did get one advice that I think I'm just going to paste somewhere so I see it every morning. So the person essentially told me whether I do and whether I don't do, people would essentially still talk. So I might as well just do.
Adekunle,
Yes, big brother.
why are you so bothered about the opinions of others?
I don't. Just trying to be careful, big brother. You said.
Careful of what?
Repeating the same mistake twice. Really? That's all.
What mistake do you speak of?
My experience in the house last year, big brother.
And how did your story end?
Well, I'm here.
How did your story end last year?
Last year, well, I was one of the finalists. Big Brother's 1-on-1.
So what is the problem?
Okay.
This is your diary session. This is a safe space. And this is your big brother. You can be honest.
No, for sure. It wasn't really anything about, it's more of the narrative and life after the house. It was a whole lot. I mean, when I'd mentioned the idea to some of my friends and family, especially people who had to deal with everything when I was in the house, some of them cried. And most of them really did not want me to come back because they feared that I wouldn't be able to go through the experience again, that it was a lot that happened and all that. And to be very honest, I thought it was good that I would want to come back into the house. That if you've been in the house before, it'd be difficult. You would understand why I want to come back, and it's just difficult to explain it if you've not gone through it. But it was more about seeing the fear in them. And essentially, that's just what it is. It's just worry about every other person that cares about me. Um, them not having a bad time with this. I mean, I know some people on social media where, I mean, even this was even before we went into lockdown. Most of them were just talking about, oh my God, we can't go through this again. I need to heal. Yada. It was just a lot of fear and concern. That's what I don't want to have to repeat. I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. I'm essentially, I'm having fun. Saturday party, pool party, almost every day. I genuinely think I'm good. But it's just the...
How did you become a finalist?
I guess it was my support system, people who stayed and voted for me.
People who loved you for who you are.
Yes, sir.
So why are you dwelling on the people who criticized you?
Oh my God, I don't know.
You returned to a world that was waiting for you with many positive comments. You also returned to a world that had negative comments. Yet, you only speak of the negative.
That's on me. I read a lot of the negative comments when I came out of the house, and it got to me. That one is on me. So I'm remembering a lot of it. So I'm trying not to repeat it. I know there was somebody. I know somebody's going to threaten to beat me now if she sees this.
Adekunle.
Yes, big brother.
Remember, dwell on the positive.
Okay.
And remember, you might be disliked, you might be loved, but you will never be forgotten.
Whoop, whoop.
Do you understand?
Yes, big brother.
Your diary session has come to an end. You may now leave the diary room and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, big brother.